Welcome to Lesson 5 of the Ultimate Resilience Building, Health Optimizing 7-Step Guide to Performing Your Best, entitled Dynamic Movement and Rest. There is a law in physics that states for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Since our quality of rest is so tied into our quality of life and quality of movement or exercise, it is necessary to study both at the same time. Here, we will be discussing multiple ways to get better, more relaxing, and restorative sleep, as well as how to get the most from your workouts and staying energetic and flexible throughout the day. Let's begin with dynamic movement, which we have already referred to as our workout and staying energetic and flexible during the day. In ancient times, there were many stories told about two neighboring bodies of water in the Middle East, the Sea of Galilee and the Dead Sea. One of them was and is known for its fishing industry, while the other is known for its healing properties because of the different kinds of salts. Although good things come out of both, the one that best represents human physiology is the Sea of Galilee because it directly supports life, unlike the Dead Sea, which has very few organisms that can survive its waters. That is because there is constant movement and turnover of the water in Galilee because the Jordan River runs through it and keeps it well stirred. Of course, the difference between a live person and a dead person seconds after their death is that there is no longer any movement of brain cell to body cell. That is easy, everyone understands that. But on another level, those people who move better because they stay strong, have efficient cardiovascular systems and good balance or coordination, have a much higher quality of life and get more life out of their years than those who do not move as well. Most spinal problems are related to the muscles and joints which support the back. An appropriate exercise program can help heal, rehabilitate, and maintain the flexibility and strength of your musculoskeletal system. And here's how exercise helps. Tense, chronically contracted muscles can start a chain of physiological events which may lead to many different kinds of back, hip, and neck problems, which of course may cause subluxation of the atlas or C1 vertebra. Excess tension in the muscles creates rigidity, which diminishes blood and oxygen circulation, causing your muscles to become brittle and more susceptible to strains and tears. This tension also causes imbalances and uneven tension, which can then throw off the alignment of your joints. Muscular weakness or laxity, on the other hand, can put unnatural demands on the ligaments and tissues of your spine, causing damage to the discs and spinal hinges or facets. Musculoskeletal health depends upon dynamic balance between muscle strength and flexibility, as well as coordination. Coordination exercise, also called proprioceptive exercise or muscle confusion exercise, is the most overlooked of the various forms of exercise. Coordination exercises range from learning a new dance to brushing your teeth with your opposite hand. Sound confusing? Good. At least this paragraph is exercising to your brain. Actually, this anecdote is a good example of what is meant by muscle confusion. Maybe an example would help. Consider stroke victims, brain-injured veterans, and young children. We know that when one part part of the brain is damaged, other areas will compensate as the person relearns how to feed themselves. Brain injury survivors and toddlers first start moving their arms with very general movements, and eventually they're able to bend their elbow and turn their wrist at the same time if they're capable. And then they can often begin feeding themselves within a few months. When practicing a newly learned movement, the spine naturally moves toward a more erect posture as a person's concentration increases. A perfect example of this is someone sitting on a big gym ball or Swiss ball, or standing with toning shoes such as MBTs or Skechers Shape-Ups or Reebok Easy Tone or Jump Tones. Stop paying attention to your posture and you will lose your balance wearing a pair of these types of shoes or sitting on such a ball. Doing regular proprioceptive types of exercises has been shown to not only help patients hold their adjustments better, but also help to minimize the aging effects in the brain because it produces increased blood supply to the hippocampus, which is responsible for long-term memory. And to the brain, body movement memory is almost the same as factual memory. As a matter of fact, regular muscle confusion exercise has been shown to be just as effective as doing 4 crossword puzzles per day in preventing age-related mental illnesses such as Alzheimer's disease. Examples of coordination exercises are learning a new dance, sitting on a fit disc at your workstation, taking a speed typing course, putting the fork in your opposite hand, using a Wii Fit, and peripheral vision training. Along with the mental health benefits, the physical benefits of this type of exercise is fall and injury prevention and better timing and agility. It is helpful to remember that NUCA adjustments help by allowing for better function of the organs and muscles, and better function of the muscles helps to maintain your NUCA adjustments. For tailor-made exercises which can help you to hold your adjustments better, or for a complete do-it-from-home brain, back, and body exercise program, just let us know. And to learn more about the exciting study of brain fitness through fine motor movements, go to youtube.com and type in KPBS and Brain Fitness Program. Now that we've talked about an area of exercise which you probably didn't know a whole lot about, let's briefly talk about the other important areas: strength training and cardiovascular conditioning. Cardiovascular exercise basically means doing whatever it takes to get your blood circulating to all parts of your body. This includes stretching your muscles in a pain-free zone for at least 30 seconds while breathing in through your nose, and or a variety of movements such as jogging, jumping rope, playing sports, or walking. Walking has long been known as one of the best types of exercise because pretty much anyone can do it. It's low impact on the joints, and it has direct immune benefits because of the rebounding figure 8 movement of the hips, which pumps and cleans the lymphatic tissues of the whole entire body, especially the lower half. Strength training. Strength training is the most difficult of the different forms of exercise to regularly perform because in order to reach one's strength goals, it often requires equipment that most people don't have at home, which necessitates them driving to the gym. This often can easily become a problem and frustration because if a person is also used to doing other types of exercise at the gym, since they're doing that weightlifting at the gym, then all three of them could be neglected. For some with unpredictable schedules, it might be best to work in all forms of exercise as part of a regular daily routine. This isn't to say that exercising lightly every day is better than exercising moderately 3 times a week, but you can create a lot of peace in your life if your workouts were as easy and ordinary a task as brushing your teeth or making your bed. As in cardiovascular and proprioceptive exercise, it is important to pick exercises that you enjoy and do them with a partner if possible. This helps to ensure your own compliance. It is also beneficial to keep track and write down 4 things. Number 1, which exercises you're doing. Number 2, how much weight you're using. Number 3, how many repetitions or reps. And number 4, how many sets. As a general rule for people trying to gain muscle mass, higher weight with lesser reps is the key, and for people wanting to maintain their tone and maximize joint health, lesser weight and more reps is best, at least 15 repetitions. Now let's talk about the other side of the coin, rest. The better your rest, the more energy you will have during the day, which of course will improve your ability to get the correct amount of movement. And in turn, pun intended, this will help to prevent tossing and turning during the night. Many cultures consider the beginning of the day as actually being the nighttime, right before bedtime. You can borrow from these cultures by learning to plan for the next day before going to bed. Doing this can bring a sense of relaxation because you've already had a glimpse into tomorrow, and hopefully you can rest assured that you won't encounter too many surprises the next day. When it is time to hit the hay, here's a list of things that you can do to get the most restorative sleep possible. Number 1, go to bed at the same time and get up at the same time, even on the weekends. Staying on a consistent sleep-wake cycle will help you to get into fall asleep mode much quicker. Number 2, make your bedroom as quiet and dark as possible. Use blackout curtains, an eye cover, earplugs, a fan or other white noise maker, and whatever else it may take to create an environment that suits your needs. Number 3, choose a comfortable and supportive mattress and pillow. You spend about a third of your life in bed, so this is an absolute necessity. Number 4, avoid caffeine and nicotine during the evening. These substances are stimulants. Number 5, don't eat or drink large amounts right before bed. Your parasympathetic nerve system to stay in rest mode and not have to deal with the digesting, which will help you to get into a deeper sleep. Not to mention less trips to the bathroom during the night. Number 6, sleep during the night. Try to accomplish your work or get a job that you do during the day. Studies on human biorhythms show that melatonin levels are best in people who sleep during the nighttime. And finally, number 7, proper amount of movement during the day. If you can't fall asleep within 15 to 20 minutes, get up and do something for a while. Don't agonize over why you can't fall asleep. In conclusion, remember to get a proper amount of both movement and rest. Balance in this area will help to create balance in all other aspects of your life.